Welcome back to Cabin View Ventures. Today we are back to work on the roadside stand. We're going to try to get as much of the labeling done as we can and then start to bundle up some firewood. So let's see how this label turns out. I did one so far. It's got a little bit of run to it, but I think it's going to look okay when it's all done. So we'll keep going. We'll take our time and try to make this look really nice. And then we will work on a couple different ways I want to try for bundling the firewood bags that we have.
So here's Dad, he's working today. So if you guys want to see our videos after this, hit the subscribe button and we will see you on the next one after this.
You're practicing your outro?
Yeah. My outro.
That was pretty good, bud.
And I really like to play with cars. I just like to be outside all the time.
That is true.
Hey, look what I'm standing. I'm standing on the wood scooter up here.
Let's see, be careful, okay?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Not perfect, but sure there's a way we can clean that up. From a distance, you're not even going to be able to tell. It's hard to get the edges perfectly clean, at least with the brush. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, so if anybody out there has more experience with these paint stencils, I'd love to know what works the best. A brush, or is it those little foam brushes that maybe help you get the edges a little cleaner? Because you can't really tape them down except for along the outside. So it's hard to get them perfectly flush and not get any paint underneath. So you can see a little bit at the bottom on the inside edges. It's just not perfectly clean, but you know, it's going to be, I think, good enough for a roadside firewood stand. So let's keep moving our way up here. Like me, man.
I know. But I'm not gonna say.
There it is. Alright, guys. Doesn't look too bad. Got a little bit of a mark right there I gotta touch up, but that is exactly what I was looking for. Alright guys, we got the firewood signage up on the roadside stand. Now I just want to get a process down on how I want to fill the firewood bags. So I have 1 cubic foot firewood bags. I have half cubic foot kindling bags. I need to split down a little bit of wood to a smaller size. We need to make some kindling. We're just going to do a couple bags today just to figure this thing out and see what's going to be the best and fastest way to fill these. We'll just get a good pile here of stuff that's already a good size to throw in those bags. I'm still going back and forth on price a little bit, mainly with the kindling. I'm not quite sure how much I want to sell a 5 cubic foot bag of kindling for. I don't want to ask too much, but I mean, it's a little more effort to make kindling. So I don't want to sell it for too cheap. I'll have to do a little research and just see what kindling is selling for. That was 3 logs. I just need to keep track of how many logs it's going to take to fill one of these bags. All right, let's see what we get. So let's just try this with just doing like a loose fill. See how many sticks of firewood we can get in here. Definitely not the easiest way to do it. That's 10 sticks of firewood right there. When you look on their website for where I bought these firewood bags, it tells you if you cut the bottom out of a 5-gallon bucket, use that as your insert, and that'll give you a cubic foot of firewood. When you look up measurements on I think a 5-gallon bucket is a little bit short. I don't know, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 pieces of firewood. Okay. I put one more in and made it 10. I have 10 in the first bag. So if we calculate, (13 inches, 16 inches, 8 inches high), that is 0.963 cubic feet. So those 10 pieces of firewood are giving us, now depending on what size they are in there, about 1 cubic foot of firewood. So we know 10 pieces of this small cut is just under, these are a little bit bigger in this bag. That's 11. Stick a small guy in there. That 12's definitely a little snug. I don't think 10's quite enough. 12 is a little too much. But we're going to go with 12. I like it. These are nice fat bags of firewood. I think I like using this insert. This bucket as an insert, because it definitely helps. Because these bags, they're mesh and stuff kind of, the wood kind of sticks to them as you put it in. I got to get the handle off. Right, so I don't want to go out and buy firewood bundler. I like the look of these bags anyway. like the look of the bags anyway, because I don't have, if I was splitting like really nice oak, you know, and it was all like a nice uniform cut, then I would, you know, then I would maybe put them into, you know, buy one of those bundlers, wrap them in cellophane, put a nice label on them. But this stuff, when you have mixed hardwoods, you know, I've got cherry, red oak, white oak, ash, hackberry, a little bit of black walnut. There's all kinds, some hickory. So a lot of that stuff, you know, is a little bit knotty. It's not like perfect firewood. It's got some curves to it, you know, so it's not perfect stuff. So it'd be harder to bundle into those really clean packages. There's a couple really small pieces in here, so we'll just kind of, we'll fill this one out a little bit. You can definitely feel when the bag is full. You know, that's probably good. You can probably just put, it actually holds that knot pretty good, and then you can pick it up with the handle. You can get about 9 pieces inside one of these buckets. We know 10 is a little short. So those 5-gallon buckets are definitely not a cubic foot of firewood. You know, it takes probably about 11 pieces when you cut them small. So if you were curious, you know, a 5-gallon bucket is a little bit short of a cubic foot. Like I said, that holds about 9 pieces of how small I cut my firewood. But I need about 11 pieces to get to a cubic foot, and I'm going to do 12. These bags will hold 12. Alright, let's do the kindling. So these are 0.5. Hopefully they fit. You can't get it all the way over, but that actually might work pretty good. That might work pretty good. Oh yeah. That's a nice fat bag. Kindling. Can I do this with gloves on? Yes. Beautiful. Alright, the bucket is going to work really good for kindling. I mean, that is definitely a half cubic foot of kindling. Oh. Now we just gotta figure out what to sell that for. Let's just do a couple more and then we're gonna call it wraps for the day. Stop. So I like this, you just fits around that bottom good. And just slide it all the way to the bottom of the bag. Kind of lost track how many logs I split, but there was a bunch. And there was probably like 8 or 10. Especially when I started getting into like the smaller stuff. Oh, so let's say, you know, let's just say it was 12 logs. I don't think that was 12 logs, but let's just say that was 12 logs. That's how much we fit into a 1 cubic foot bag, which we're going to sell for $7 a piece or 3 for 20. So, you know, even if we're selling these, I don't know, $5 a piece. $5 a piece will be the same as selling one of those for $10. If I can fill, I'm actually going to fill more than 2 bags. So if I can sell these for $5, and I can sell the bigger bags for $7 a piece, that's going to be a pretty good return on that kindling, right? Yeah, I mean that's 2. There definitely wasn't 12 in there. That thing's stuffed. That bucket is stuffed, right? We know that's more than a half cubic foot. I mean, that's enough kindling in there to start, I don't know, 4 to 6 fires probably. So about $1 a fire for kindling. So I think I'm gonna sell these for $5. That sounds right in my head. Alright guys, we didn't get a ton of stuff done today, but we got a lot of stuff figured out today, which is really good. Sometimes you gotta do that just to make the whole process smoother and faster. So I really like how the wordage came out on the sides. Let's head around front here. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for layout. We're gonna have the kindling along the top. I can get them 2 rows deep. They're gonna be $5 a bag. This middle row is gonna be the pay center, and then I'll have some excess 1 cubic foot bundles. The bottom row, right now I have it 2 rows deep, but I think I can get 3 or maybe stack some on top, but I want to have them standing up so you know you can read the Firewood labeling really clear. So that whole bottom row will be 1 cubic foot bundles. Actually this end piece, I am gonna block this off. I want to do, I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. You let me know what you guys think. I was thinking about doing that's a 5 cubic foot section. So I was thinking about maybe just doing a loose bundle of firewood in there for, I don't know, like $20. You know, so like a loose like campfire bundle basically, or not bundle, just a loose, you know, stack of firewood, but 5 cubic feet of that for $20. The bundles will be $7 each or 3 for 20. And then you know, middle row will have some excess 1 cubic foot bags, and then the whole top row will have the kindling. So I think that layout is what I'm gonna do to start off with. And then this is the other side. So, all right guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thanks for joining us. If you like the content, please subscribe, hit that like button. We got a lot more coming up with this roadside stand. We're really close to getting this down front. We got more coming up about the truck. We are gonna put that thing to work here really soon because we need to start bringing in firewood poles and cutting and stacking so we can get stuff dried for next season. So we will see you on the next one.